Friends, 2025 has just ended, and the humanoid robot industry has absolutely exploded. This year saw massive capital influx, record-breaking orders, but also endless controversies and drama. Today, let's dive into what happened in the humanoid robot space in 2025 and where it's heading in 2026. Today's content is hardcore. We'll cover, first, the 2025 global funding war, who got the money? Then, tech breakthroughs and controversies, who's showing off and who's faking it? Next, supply chain breakdown, who's quietly making bank? Finally, 2026 outlook, opportunity or bubble? Let's talk money first. The 2025 funding scale for humanoid robots was absolutely insane. China alone saw over 610 robotics investment deals in the first 9 months. 60% of global humanoid robot funding happened in Asia. This isn't just a trend, it's a tornado. In China, top players raised astronomical amounts. UBTECH secured $1 billion Australian dollars strategic financing from Infini Capital in the Middle East, including placements, convertible bonds, and cash withdrawal rights. AgiBot and Unitree jointly won a 124 million yuan contract from China Mobile, a national record. XPeng Robot completed 8 funding rounds in less than 2 years. Latest led by ByteDance and Hongshan, with valuation skyrocketing. Overseas, Figure AI is nothing short of legendary. February 2024 valuation, $2.6 billion. September 2025 to $39 billion. That's 15x in 18 months. Investor roster reads Microsoft, Nvidia, OpenAI, Jeff Bezos. Here's the twist in February 2025. Figure announced a split from OpenAI, claiming they developed their own AI models. The industry is still guessing, breakthrough or strategic move. Traditional automakers couldn't sit still either. Geely Capital-led robot era's nearly 1 billion yuan I+ round. BYD invested directly in AgiBot. GAC and BAIC also joined the fray. Why the urgency? They see it clearly. Humanoid robot supply chains overlap significantly with automotive. First-mover advantage is everything. Money talk done. Now, for the juicy part, tech controversies. The humanoid robot. Is this a robot or a person in a costume? November 2025. XPeng Tech Day. The iron robot walked out with a silky smooth catwalk, hip swaying, arm swinging, toe balancing, steadier than a professional model. Result: internet explosion. Everyone said it's 100% a human in costume. Topic: views hit 200 million in half a day. XPeng's response: hardcore proof. They cut open the robot skin live, exposed the metal skeleton, while the robot kept walking steadily. CEO He Xiaopeng choked up, saying, "This is the last time I'll prove myself. Like having to cut open my stomach to prove I ate noodles without cheating." Single video, 10 million plus views. Opinion completely flipped. Not just XPeng. Shenzhen's Zhongqing T800 pulled a wild stunt too. Early December, they released a video. The robot kicked their own CEO Zhao Tongyang. CEO went airborne, crashed down, got up yelling to brutal. Definitely broken bones without padding. And that kick was only 15% power. Foreign netizens initially called it CGI effects. After the kick landed, only shock remained. Marketing genius. Of course, biggest controversy is Tesla Optimus. Musk said 2023 mass production in 2021. By 2025. There was even cross-border beef. November 2025. Figure AI founder Brett Adcock tweeted that UBTECH's mass delivery video was probably CG. UBTECH immediately responded completely false and released a one-shot proof video. Funny thing is, many mocked Adcock instead. Where's your own product? Insecure about your own production capacity. Speaking of controversies, we can't skip Zhu Xiaowu from GSR Ventures saying, currently batch exiting humanoid robot companies. He thinks commercialization path is unclear. All they do is backflips. Where's the business? That comment blew up the industry. Zhongqing founder Zhao Tongyang fired back. Zhu Xiaowu is suited for Investor Day profit tomorrow, fast food projects. Humanoid robots might be the most exciting industrial revolution. Matrix Partners Zhang Ying also said, some bubble is normal. Long-term, big companies will emerge. Arguments aside, some are quietly banking. 2025 is called mass production year, one for humanoid robots. But those actually profiting aren't the robot makers up front. It's the component suppliers behind the scenes. Among 172 humanoid robot concept stocks on a shares, 66% saw net profit growth YoY. Harmonic reducer leader Harmonic is AgiBot's exclusive supplier, 160 to 200 million yuan orders from AgiBot in 2025 alone. Sensor suppliers like Kelly Sensing and Orbic also made money. Over 70% of humanoid robot costs come from upstream components, reducers, servo motors, controllers, torque sensors. These companies don't need to burn cash for stories. They re-cashing in on the first wave of dividends. For robot makers, UBTECH's 2025 humanoid orders exceeded 800 million yuan. Walker S2 is in mass production and delivery, partnering with BYD, Geely, VW, SF Express, Foxconn. AgiBot's Lynx EX1 also achieved batch delivery, Lingeng factory monthly capacity at 1,000-unit level. Unitree's H1 went viral on 2025 Spring Festival Gala, followed by G1 and R1. R1 launched at just $5,900, shocking the world. Though Tesla's own Optimus mass production is delayed, its supply chain boosted many companies. Sanhua Intelligent Control One Optimus Rotary Joint Actuator contracts, 2026 orders estimated at 5.4 billion yuan. Luxshare Precision captured 60% of Optimus wiring harness share. Whether Optimus ultimately succeeds or not, these companies already made real money. Let's zoom out to global competition. Simply put, three camps. US leads in AI software and algorithms. China leads in supply chain and cost advantages. Europe mainly Boston Dynamics. Hyundai leads in technological depth. January 2026 CES, Boston Dynamics dropped a bomb. Atlas Robot officially enters commercial production. 2026 capacity fully booked, deploying to Hyundai factories and Google DeepMind. Hyundai also announced $26 billion US investment, including a factory producing 30,000 robots annually. Musk talked big for years, but Boston Dynamics beat him to it. Figure AI, despite controversies, achieved real results at BMW's South Carolina plant. Figure O2 completed 11 months of deployment testing. Participated in 30,000 car production. Task success rate improved 7x, speed up 400%. Figure O3 now launched, fully optimized for mass production. Most intense is the price war. July 2025, Unitree released R1 robot, starting at just $5,900. For reference, Figure O2 is around $50,000. Tesla Optimus target price $20,000 not yet achieved. Unitree's move brought prices to consumer level, dimensional strike against overseas competitors. Goldman Sachs reports humanoid robot manufacturing costs dropped 40% YoY, far exceeding the expected 15 to 20%. After all the positives, let's discuss risks. 2025 already saw the first wave of failures in humanoid robots. Cloud9, once valued over 10 billion yuan with 5.4+ billion in funding, was exposed in spring 2025, Offices empty, wages unpaid, suppliers demanding money. 1 star. Founded just months prior, backed by Geely, with hundreds of millions in fresh funding. Reportedly dissolved in October. Worse are industry scams. Be exposed some startups using téléopération disguised as fully autonomous intelligence during investor pitches, keeping investors in the dark. Some companies, founded just months ago with no R&D center or factory, claimed 50 million yuan in orders. Others' orders were actually related party transactions, money shuffling between affiliates. Morgan Stanley's report also noted many so-called 100 million level orders are framework agreements with low execution certainty, risks covered. Now, let's look at 2026, if 2025 was mass production year 1. 2026 will be commercialization explosion year. Tesla plans to convert Fremont S Model S, X lines to Optimus production, targeting 1 million units annually. Boston Dynamics Atlas begins official production and deployment. UBTECH capacity planned at 10,000 units. China expects single company purchases exceeding 10,000 units in 2026. Application scenarios are rapidly expanding. Industrial manufacturing is the first battlefield. Automotive. 3C. Logistics already proven. Next explosion. Commercial services and home scenarios. Figure 03 has started alpha testing in home environments. Goal, robots helping with laundry and cooking. Elder care is also a rigid demand market. With China's accelerating aging, this scenario has massive potential. What does the capital market think? Goldman Sachs predicts 2035 global humanoid robot market at $38 billion, 1 point per million annual shipments. But short-term, investors are divided. Bulls say it's the next super terminal after smartphones and EVs. Bears say what can they do besides backflips? My take? It's like EVS in 2018. Short-term bubble, long-term trend. Final thoughts. The 2025 humanoid robot space can be summarized in one phrase: fire and ice. On one side, capital frenzy, order explosion, tech breakthroughs. On the other, scams exposed, bubble debates, failure wave. But I believe this is the necessary stage for every revolutionary technology. The future of humanoid robots is in backflips, on factory floors, hospital corridor, and room. Whoever truly solves problems and creates value will win in the end. Let me share a few more thoughts from our perspective. Long term, we're still bullish on humanoid robots, but it won't happen as fast as the hype suggests. The maturation of the robot market ultimately depends on actual deployment in specific application domains. Here's the key: the extreme dexterity of humanoid robot hands. Advanced algorithms and intelligent vision capabilities, these are what will truly determine winners and losers. If humanoid robots can perform welding, that alone could disrupt the entire traditional industrial robot market. Tankabui traditional industrial robots are heavily dependent on fixtures and jigs. One setup only handles one task. But if humanoid robots have flexible enough hands and smart enough vision, the entire supply chain logic gets rewritten. The whole fixtures and jigs industry could be eliminated. Take material handling as another example. Currently, you need to design specific greepers for different items. But with an extremely dexterous human-like hand combined with visual recognition, you get a universal solution, no more customization for every type of cargo. That's real cost reduction and efficiency improvement. So you see, the explosion point for humanoid robots is about looking human. It's about whether they can work like humans, flexible, intelligent, and universal. What's most worth watching in 2026 are breakthroughs in these specific scenarios. Boston Dynamics Atlas entering Hyundai factories, whether Unitree can actually sell humanoid robots to regular consumers, These are milestone events. What are you most excited about? Tell me in the comments. See you next time.